Okay, so today we have Zanshin versus Aeriona. Oh, Zanshin already changed back to Zanshin. That's fine.
Yeah, not Zanshin Impact anymore.
Yeah, so both sides are using a Bernhardt. That's a very great choice. We
Yeah,
just
after his
have,
3C, he's really strong.
yeah, we just have the 3C there. There is also a Shelfonio from Aeronia side trying to explode Boron, maybe. Boron is pretty weak against the magic.
Yeah,
So we will see. Okay, it's first ban Resourceo from both sides, and first pick Liana likely from both sides as well. And both
pretty
sides
much
are
the standard.
both sides are using very similar box, except Aronia doesn't have juggler at all, which is kind of surprising because juggler is still a counter to the AOE overall. A box without a juggler is very dangerous in my eye, especially to fight with a box like Zanshin's. You do see a lot of AOE pressure there, so not really sure why there is no juggler, right? I'm not wrong. My eyes is
Yeah,
not. Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I would think you would want to keep Juggler, even if you might not get him, because he's a big ban for Zanshin's box, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would also pick juggler. I would
That
just
too,
pick
yeah.
juggler also. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I really like him against debuff.
yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of confused a little bit, but Aronia also gets Landius first, so his only healer choice is pretty much limited to Licorice or Florentia. And Florentia doesn't censor well with Landius,
Yeah,
so we will see. There is also no yeah, there is
there's limited debuff removal.
there is very limited debuff removal. And this is why Zanshin's second pick is like Kruja.
Yeah, pretty much no matter what, Zanson's gonna get some good AoE.
Yeah, and there is a Licorice. To be honest, if I'm Aronia, I'd probably ban the Hilda and Landius and pick Lolly Jessica. So at least you have ways to deal with those units, cause they will not have great counter magic, right? So
Yeah.
Zanshin get born, which is fun. Mm,
Well,
hmm.
Liko can bring Mass Protect here, which is pretty good against Burn.
Yeah, but Liko also needs to be the main healer. So would that Liko be like two, like mass protect, mass heal, and transform healer?
Yeah,
It can be, right? It can be. It shouldn't be too bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Liko is really good against AoE.
I'm still confused why would Aronia picks Landius first though. I'll still go with Hilda first. If
Yeah, it
not,
seems like his box. It seems like his
yeah,
box is better supported by Hilda first than Landius first.
yeah. Like look at the other characters, Licorice, Iris. If it is a Hilda faction buffer, then I mean, since it's definitely going to look a little different. Okay, so Hilda for Zanshin. Mm. And
I guess he's
also,
worried about single target Ares and the dog.
yeah, and also like Aronia has also like Boron in the box. Like I kind of don't like the first pick Landius just because Zanshin doesn't really have that much single target unit as well. Like I feel like the need for the tank wasn't that great there, especially the need for a land use tank. Okay, it's
Yeah.
Juggler and Hilda. Yeah. That looks pretty harsh for Aronia. Pretty hard. Yeah, it's what would be the win conditions? The Ares looks a faction
Uh,
buffer for me in this case.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Aeriona has a lot to win with, really.
Yeah, or could be the key could be on Mario. If Mario's can, I don't know Mario. Who Mario can snap though? Who can Mario
Maybe
snap?
Kruger, but there's
Kruja?
Burn. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe Kruja. Yeah, maybe. So the Ares probably is gonna be a faction buffer, right? Himiko applies. Himiko received the land use faction buff. It's just that Himiko is not going to do much. It's not going to break the leg of Hilda. The AoE is going to get healed by Juggler, and the very slight debuff is going to be fixed by Liana. So Himiko is pretty useless, basically. And
Yeah,
then,
she can't push either.
yeah, I mean, she can't push, she can't break leg, she can't apply debuff effectively, she can't snipe. I didn't see much she can do. Yeah, maybe Mario trying to snap Kruja and make this trade. But to be honest, though, even they make the trade, it still looks hard for for Aronia because how would you deal with that Bernhardt? Like that Bernhardt
There's the
looks very dangerous. Yeah, like it's like we're talking about like if let's say if Mario makes the trade with Kruja, and then the rest of four fight, and that still looks Zanshin is in the favor, right? Because
it's
there is still juggler and Purin that you have to really worry about. Okay, so the game started. Um,
it seems like locking down Landius with Juggler is a big problem for Aeriona.
yeah,
And you were talking about Ares faction buff, but I feel like Ares really needs some skills to do something here. If he brings faction buff, it's gonna be
yeah,
he's just not gonna do much.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't feel like the pick is ideal, but I just feel like if you don't faction buff Ares, then like Licorice and Mario could be pretty dangerous. Like, what can Mario kill then without faction
Yeah,
buff?
you'd need it. But
Yeah,
then what is Ares gonna do? I guess he
yeah,
can just be here to pull dog off of Landius.
yeah. Like Ares Paul could be very useful. I just don't feel like the unit, for example, the unit that Aronia picked, like Himiko is not going to do much, and yeah, it's like Licorice. If Ares doesn't have faction buff, then Licorice have problem to heal enough. So
Yeah,
so overall, it looks a little bit hard to me, but we will see. Definitely, there is like RNG factor in this game. It's a breeze. Did you see the scale? I didn't see the Ares scale. I don't know
I
if
did not.
Zanshin checked it or not. Looks like Zanshin
All I
didn't.
saw, all I saw was blue, which could be Wind Whisper still.
Okay, okay,
It's definitely Wind Whisper or faction buff.
okay.
So Zanzan also brought Master of Ice on Juggler, which I think makes sense. There's a pretty good AoE comp here.
Mm-hmm.
You have Kruger, Burn, and Juggler. All of them are really going to lay on the pain. And if you didn't bring Mass Protect, it just looks pretty dead after the heal block.
Yeah, like Boren's heal block plus juggler jump, for example, would already finish off the Himiko and Licorice if they are not if they are still in range. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. The more trouble that I see is it's hard for Aronia to fight back. Oh, that's a Tenio on juggler. Wow,
Yeah.
that looks rough.
So now you basically can't stop Landius from getting locked down, and I don't think Landius brought route.
No, probably not. Yeah, and I mean, to be honest though, like for Zanshin, he doesn't need to lock down this match. He just needs to like AoE and then followed with another AoE, and then it's game over. The Hilda is bringing
Um,
another AoE as well.
yeah,
This is AoE with terrain effect. Um,
anti-Mariel.
yeah,
And Aerie did bring Mass Protect on Liko, but he popped it already, which seems a little early.
yeah. I mean, with
Yeah, no,
transform skill, you can use again, but yeah, if you use the
yeah,
transform, then your tail is not going to help with debuff removal.
yeah.
So that may not be ideal as well. Yeah,
You can't
so
have 4 turns of it.
yeah, and you can see that Aronia is really getting pushed back. He doesn't really um, have the ability now to fight with those jumps. Of course, there is a juggler threat as well with this tenuous breeze. I'm sure Zanshin should try to take advantage of that. Um, because that's a very easy follow up, right? Kruja now, like next turn, Boron, Kruja, and Juggler can all jump in.
Yeah, and Kruger got a 10 years too, which is really unfortunate for Aerie.
Yeah, but to be honest, I mean, you call it like unfortunate, but the jumps is going to happen. I just didn't see how Aronia can stop that effectively.
You know,
It,
that's a fair point.
yeah, like
It's kind of dead. It's just dead faster, is what you're saying, right?
yeah. It could make Zanshin's jump even easier, but I didn't see how you can prevent that jump effectively without those braids.
Yeah. It's like all you can do in this situation is hug the fog.
Mm-hmm.
But Mass Protect is up, so Sansa might want to wait until that's down.
Mm-hmm.
There is like a lot of raw damage coming, but it just seems best to wait until Liko has to burn her transform to reapply it, and then it's going to be a lot less healing.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mario does also have some healing ability before she starts to push in. So yeah, we will see if Aronia can count on that.
She does give you 2 random debuff immunities with her mass heal,
Yep.
so that could be really nice.
Yeah, it could be if there is like immune to heal block. Uh, then it's a extra layer of protection. Oh, it's already going to jump in.
He's
I
thinking
don't.
about it.
I'm not super sure about jumping in now because uh there will not be all follow ups, right? Because Liana, yeah, no, he's not thinking about it because you have Liana that you have to move, which is definitely not going to be a move that you have consecutive AOEs, right? So
Yeah, she wants to be lined up for the act again.
yeah, or at least you have to make the AOEs consecutively because there is indeed 2 heals from Aronia, so you kind of want to keep pushing the pressure for all of the AOEs. But next turn should be the turn that Zanshin makes move, right?
Um, yeah, I think
Next round. I mean next round, not next turn. So after this round, next round Zanshin will be like all of the unit will be in a range to attack. So what would you think be the attacking sequence?
Well, if it goes in next turn, then heal block immunity on Licorice and Himiko is still going to be up. Normally,
Mm-hmm.
you'd want to lead with Bernhardt to apply the heal block.
Mm-hmm.
I think out of this composition, Bernhardt actually does the most AOE damage here, so you might want to save him for last if you're going to
Yeah,
go in while heal
it
block is
could
up.
be. It could be. Yes. Yeah, because they do have like immunity to those heal blocks. So in this case, if you really want to jump in the turn when they still have the immunity, then Burn may actually jumps in a little bit later. We'll see. I think
Yeah,
Zanshin could use Kruja as the initiator.
yeah, that's really good because of the buff removal. It
Yeah,
could even hit the heal block.
yeah. So this is a consecutive of 4 AoE attack. So you jump in Kruja this turn, and then Aeronia react with Licorice. And then the next turn, Kruja has another AoE. And then you have Juggler and Burn. So by doing that, you have 3 units, but you actually has 4 chain AoEs. So that's a sales skill from Himiko that
Yeah, that's a really
blocked.
good move.
Yeah, that blocked the Burn from jumping in next turn. The seal no longer stops them from using skill, but also stops them from even the normal attack. So,
Yeah,
Zanshin
and
still
it makes
decided to jump in anyway. Oh,
it makes a lot of sense.
it actually silenced the Licorice. It's not a Bracer Licorice. Bracer
Oh,
Licorice is really, yeah. I mean, if you use Licorice, I do recommend Bracer. But yeah, this is so annoying to not be able to use any skill. So the Himiko is pretty much dead, right? It's she doesn't have the last red now. If Juggler jumps, I think that's probably dead. We'll see. The Juggler doesn't have faction buff, so we'll see.
sealing technique on Himiko is really good here because her 2C push won't work against Hilda. So,
Yeah,
and yeah, I really agree that Licorice needs Bracer if she wants to be a healer versus debuff. You can not run it if you're just go in for damage,
yeah, and
but
look at that. This turn she doesn't have it as well. Okay, so Kruja
yeah,
started that. Would that just kill Himiko? No. Well, it doesn't really matter, right? Himiko is like half died already. There is still Juggler's AoE jump. So what do you do now? You move that glass girl.
yeah, you got to move Mariel here. She'll
Yeah,
heal
you
up
have
the rest
to
of the
you
team.
have to glass it out now. You have to do that. So hopefully she can.
Probably,
Yeah. So there is I mean, but yeah, is would you try to just a heal or would you try to actually snipe Kruja? Probably just a
well,
heal.
yeah, Kruger doesn't have any skills at this point, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
Kruja
And
doesn't
she
have
got
any
Moby
skill.
down.
Yeah, she
Moby down
has.
really sucks because she wants to be in between Himiko and Liko to use mass heal.
Yeah, I mean, use act against skill and then use the mass heal is what I would say. Probably that's going to work. Yeah, 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 like that. So
Yeah,
heal and then use the mass heal. But it's really passive. It's playing really really passive now. Like it's getting. Oh, she cannot move to.
yeah.
Okay,
The thing is, there's nothing here for Mariel to snipe. It's
yeah. What about this though? This is
uh,
a dead Iris actually because
yeah,
because now you can't use the 3C skill to try to escape. Because if you use the act against skill, then you're dead. So it's actually, yeah.
the
So
Tenyo mobility did kind of matter there, and it's
yeah,
also maybe positioning on Ares.
yeah.
And so this looks like a free kill, basically, for Zanshin's side.
I mean, Burn can't do anything. Burn can't do anything.
I mean, on Ares.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I kind of think the gospel should go to Burn, but it can also go to. I mean, Juggler has Bracer, so not really sure.
Yeah.
Because now you're losing one chain, right? You're losing one chain of AoEs. So that gives you Aeriona some hope at least.
And even if Landius gets locked down, the only person that can really take advantage of it is Juggler himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody else is AoE
Okay.
or a tank. I guess Burn might be able to do something with it, but maybe kill Liko.
Oh, Burn can't kill. That's a seal. It's a seal.
I mean, when Juggler locks down Landius.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Burn can do something next turn. Juggler brings Master of Ice. Yes, it's a AoE juggler. Yeah, that's what I think. What is a little weird because Zanshin jumps in when Burn cannot follow up. But I mean, yeah, lockdown Ares is still good.
Winkle makes a good point that Juggler next turn. Actually, he can lock down Licorice, but Zanshin lost turn priority.
Yeah,
So Aerie does have a chance to respond to that.
very sad, Ares.
Yeah.
This is a nice lockdown.
At least I thought Zanshin lost turn priority.
No, 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 not losing right now, because the Ares killed himself. Zanshin didn't kill it. So Master of Ice here, and then you can lock down Licorice because of mobility down.
Yeah, and Mariel shouldn't be able to purge this debuff because she used her mass heal.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mario can try to kick out the juggler though.
Yeah, but then Kruger can maybe stand there. She should be able to move back onto that tile, but then Liko's dead anyway. It's really awkward.
Yeah, Kruger can walk up if Mario kicks, but we'll see. We'll see. Uh, that looks very hard.
Yeah, I feel like this team really needed Ares to stay alive.
And just look at Himiko. He doesn't do anything here. So block Kruger. Can you block? Yeah, you can. You can block.
Now he
Oh,
shouldn't be able to,
wow.
but
Why would you hit into Hilda though? You should just block, right?
yeah.
Just
Actually,
block.
that Kruger still has Tenyos anyway, so he could have just reached.
Oh, he still has tenure?
Yep.
Okay. One, two,
Not
three, four.
there's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
you can do. There's just nothing.
Yeah, that's GG. Yeah, the Himiko isn't really doing much. Liko really cannot clean up the debuffs. So that's the thing. There is a lot of follow up from Zanshin. You can argue that he's getting helped by the Tennios a little bit, but well, like in my eyes, it's like the lack of ability to deal with those AOEs that lost the game. Tennios helped a little bit, but not really much. Oh,
What do
come
you
on.
think
Kruja
about
didn't even try to block. Maybe he was worried about the.
Himiko's gonna block?
Well, Himiko will move, so
Oh
she's not
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah,
block. She's not going
yeah.
to block.
What do you think about running
No,
mass
Himiko is
attack?
going to move. Where your guys say Himiko will block? I think this is fine. What you mean, Q? Himiko can move in front of land use, and Burn cannot kill, right?
Yeah, he can't reach Licorice.
Unless you're talking about Burn's AoE one-shot Himiko.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Himiko basically stuck next to land use now. Okay, so Himiko's trying to kill Juggler, and that's still not a kill. Hilda also jumps in. Hilda is trying to block. Licorice doesn't have much use. 36
She did
skill.
clock.
Yeah.
And Liana's
So
a
so
little
what's
far away,
next
but it felt
turn?
like
What's
killed
going to
matter.
happen next turn? It's actually not over yet because there is no skill from Zanshin side, right? There's no skill from Zanshin side.
Himiko's 3C should be up soon, maybe now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So Zanshin's from Zanshin side, I'm seeing like I don't think Zanshin has a lot to do. Just to try to block, I guess. But you can't really block now. Also,
Yeah, you can block one side, but then Aerie can just go the other side.
Kuja doesn't have 3C this turn. He has
Yeah.
3C next turn. But
Then I
I
can
mean,
just
it's not
decide, I'll
like
just take the center.
can Himiko try to snipe the Kuja? Probably not.
I don't think it's a 4 Crystal Warlocks.
Yeah, there is not really a faction buff from Zanshin side, but that's a Crystal Warlock, and there is Burn around, so you no, yeah, probably cannot
Yeah.
snap.
Like, I don't even think Shadow Raid would kill that.
Ooh, hitting into Hilda.
Sword Dance does have a low cooldown too, though.
Okay, act again on Kruja. So now you can use the 3C skill, and then next turn you can use the 3C skill. Yeah.
Yeah, and his other AoE will be up pretty soon too.
Yeah. Still looks pretty dead, but we'll see.
Kimiko 3C should be up now. But Sealing Technique's really good here, yeah.
It's kind of delaying your death, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
Because you don't have the you can't kill any of them. Like how would you kill any of them now? You can't kill
Yeah, you
Hilda
can't.
Boren. There's no way that any of the unit from Aeronia can kill. That's the
And
problem.
Zanson's totally in the center.
Yeah, like the Himiko, just the peak from Himiko is just not really useful in my eye. Zanshin did catch the Ares. That was a big loss for Aeronia.
Yeah.
Arena. How do you pronounce?
Aerinoa.
Arena,
Aerinoa.
Arenala. Okay,
Yeah, something like that. Aerinoa.
Arenala, Arenala. Okay.
It's okay. I'm sure everybody knows what you mean.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just feels really hard for. Oh wow, Sporon's 3C skill is really annoying. Liko is
I
almost
kind of
dead.
feel I see why he didn't go pure healer Liko because she needs Dark Despair. If you don't bring Dark Despair, then you're so screwed.
Yeah,
You just have no way to kill them or win. So
it's over. It's over. It's over. Clock doesn't
and
even
yeah,
matter. Sword downs, sexy born. Bye bye. Himiko is also dead. Himiko is dead.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Burn
like
really showed
it's
why he's so strong now.
yeah, I mean, to be fair though, look at the picks. Himiko versus Hilda plus Juggler plus Liana sides. You
Yeah,
just cannot count on Himiko to do much. And if you're talking about if there is any follow up for Himiko, well, there is Iris, but what Iris can do again, like I didn't see how Iris and Himiko together can be effective against the Juggler, Liana, and Bernhardt combo, right?
yeah.
It's
There was no single target, and it's two tanks,
yeah,
so you can't really hope to swap and try to get something out of that either.
yes, yeah. Yeah, Q is right. Ares is not effective. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like Ares is not effective with Burning and Juggler, and Himiko is not
Yeah,
effective versus Burning and Juggler and Hilda. So the two characters was not very effective. And you have a Mario, and that Mario doesn't have a faction buff. Um, and you have to count on Mario's healing ability so much that Mario doesn't contribute much to the aggressive side, and it also makes the play overall. You can see it's basically Zanshin chasing down Aeriona, right? So
yeah,
you feel like Aeriona is just is kind of like having a hard time during the match. So I would say from the pick and ban, it felt pretty hard, but we will see. That's the second time. There is
yeah.
more
This
glory.
time you swap to a single target box.
Yeah, more. There is. To be honest, I mean, this Yulia is like season 4 Yulia when Rian was released. This Yulia's environment is not very great. But if you first pick Diana, maybe not. I'm still
Yeah,
not
she
ban
can get a
Yulia
gospel.
though. I don't know. I don't know. I
She's
don't
so
think
slow.
I don't think Diana makes Yulia insane, so I don't like the second ban Diana, second ban Yulia, but we will see. It's such a low mobility unit here. I don't feel like you need to second ban it, but
Yeah,
it is
all
what it
those
is.
debuffers in Zanson's side, they can pretty much just reach whenever they want, other than
Yeah.
Bozel.
Yeah, I mean with Gospel plus Yulia there could be a slight threat, but still not much. But to be fair though, it's not like Zanshin is afraid of other units. Um,
That's what I was. That's why I was thinking he didn't or he banned Yulia. It's just she's a hard unit to kill. Most
yeah,
of these other units aren't
so
as
that
hard.
so that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, given Aronia did pick Liana first, Aronia first banned Bernhardt. That's um, I mean not first banned but second banned. Okay, so now with Aris fight with land use was decent, so we'll see. Shelfonio and Bernhard is going to get banned.
I'm surprised that Ellen has been left up so long, but I can see why. It's not like he can break Landius, but dispelling guard can be really annoying, especially when Aeriona still has so much single target left.
I actually
But he can
think
still,
I think he can go SPL and now.
yeah,
Aronia can go SPL and it's not bad. Ban the old land use. Yeah,
yeah.
SPL
Hilda's
here
already
isn't
banned.
bad. isn't bad.
Yeah, Hilda's already banned, so that's the two tanks isn't as much of a problem. Dog can struggle a bit versus Elwyn.
I would ban old land use though if I want to pick SPL and especially
Yeah,
this is
especially on this map.
yeah, and also versus the land use team. So he's aiming for Detroit. Detroit is pretty good at killing Lancer land use. Hmm. But if land use these holy knights, then it becomes
Yeah,
hard to kill. Then it doesn't matter
yeah.
what troop you use on Detroit, you just can't kill, right?
And Oldius gets picked, and now D-Lit kind of doesn't want to run unicorns, and so
Yeah,
that
but if
makes
you
her
don't
life really hard.
but if you don't run unicorns, then land use just go is like Holy Knight or whatever that magic defense knight was called.
Templar Knights.
Yeah, Templar Knights. Then Detroit can't do much at all. So
And we see push strats coming from Zanshin's side with Himiko and Oldius.
yeah, I mean I would definitely feel like banning Odious and picks Elven, right? It's
Yeah,
kind of the way to
yeah.
go. If you given your first two pick is Liana and Ares, and you have switched your box towards towards a more single target. Yeah. So the
So
Odious is
Hilda,
really killing here. I mean, I wouldn't even ban Juggler to be honest. Yeah, I would ban the SPL and Florentia. I would do that. What extra tank? Okay, okay, he's leaving out the SPL. Well, he does have a like Zanshin does have a old land use.
yeah,
I would worry about Lance Juggler. I mean, both are countered by old land use, right? Juggler and SPL and both are affected by land by old use. So I worry a little bit more on SPL or Juggler personally. But I
yeah.
think that's fine.
I thought Elwyn was scarier.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you do have a audios. That's the reason that you feel a little safer. Um,
Push strats did get disabled because Hilda got picked.
mhm. Or I should ban the image now. Yeah, but Himiko is much better in this game. Oh, I think Zanshin bans Juggler to make Himiko a little bit more effective. Maybe, just myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
No, that
yeah,
sounds
because if
reasonable.
you run Himiko into like Juggler and Hilda, then you are kind of doing the similar thing as Aeronia did last game, which
Yeah,
is not going to be very effective. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I
And
think Oldius and Himiko are here to enable Mariel to go snipe things.
yeah, the Mario is using the Lancer troop here to try to kill Elvin, maybe.
Yeah, Highland Mariel can't really kill Elwyn.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just the thing, like I think it's really, really good if Aeronia bans the old land use there. Like then his team looks much more threatening than it is now, right?
Yeah, I mean, even Ares is getting blocked out by this Oldius.
Yeah.
But it's good that he can't be pushed
Yeah, he can
because
be pushed. Yeah. It's just
if
having a lot
you
of
fight that,
moving problem, but it can be pushed.
yeah, if you have to fight push strats and you don't have a Hilda or even like a Landius to block people, it's pretty hard to win.
Yes. So yeah, the Detroit is using the unicorn because I mean I would say an experienced player would definitely predict that the land use is definitely going to use the Dumper Knights. So it is right for Detroit to not go with the infantry troop. Then you wouldn't even go through the troop of land use.
Yeah,
So this is the right choice from Aronia, but at the same time, the unicorn is going to have trouble moving with the audio styles. So we'll
Yeah, she
see.
might not be able to get 3 blocks for her talent.
Yeah, and if Zanshin wants, his Mario can trade with that Detroit now pretty effectively because of the troop advantage. So I don't know if he's going to trade. But when the time comes to the point that if he wants to trade, he can do it. So we will see. Land use for from Zanshin should not be blood packed. Yeah, I don't recall Zanshin using blood pack on land use, but he may change. I don't know. Uh, I think
There is a
usually
rosin.
I think he, I think usually the Euro side he uses is the one to prevent leg break, whatever it is called. Uh,
Overlord's badge.
yeah, overload badge. Oh, you saw 19K. Yeah, 19K means he switched to the blood pack.
And
Yeah,
he would have rosin
Zanshin is a
anyway.
smart player. He definitely do his research and change the gear accordingly. So you do it too, right, Q? You always check your opponent and do adjustment. That's a very good habit. Yes. Yeah, like some people say the man games isn't important, but to be honest, if you play single target now, the man games is actually what win you the game, right? If you use the right troop, you use the right gear, then you would actually have significant advantage than if you use the wrong troop and use the wrong gear.
Yeah, I think single target's all about forcing people into picking the troops you want.
Yeah, it's a little bit man games and also some forcing. Like sometimes you can do different troop selection on the two single target units you have, so they can cover a different range of troops from your opponent.
An example of this is like, say, fighting Juggler with SPL in. It's usually going to make him go Stone Colossus.
Hmm.
So then you know you can bring somebody with infantry troops to bust that kind of thing. Or even just use it to activate Twilight Star. That's an
Hmm.
irrelevant gear choice.
Yeah.
I am kind of surprised though that Zanshin had Oldius and Himiko, and then he still gave up Hilda. I would think like going for push strats would be really good.
Hmm.
Tenyo Breeze on the Oldius and Breeze on the Mariel.
It's pretty OP, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not what you want to see.
Hmm. So what
But
would
Oldius
be
still.
the win condition now for our Aeronia, Aerona?
Um, damn. It looks tough because it's going to be so hard for Aerona's units to even be able to reach and actually hit the tank.
Yeah, it could
It feels
be.
like they're all going to be broken up.
Yeah, it could be like SPL and Dispel, and then Iris comes in to snap at the right timing. Um,
Yeah, when guard goes down.
Yeah,
That looks solid to me. Like, just wait for Landius guard to go down and then just go with an Ares pull in, right?
yeah. That can work. Okay, Odious already pushing the Ares. There's no clock. But another, this time it is okay. The Tenuous goes to Landius, which is not as bad as goes to some other characters.
Well, Himiko already has +3 mobility, so
Yeah.
yeah. Got a built-in Tenuous. And Zanshin probably just pushed Ares away and messed up his follow-up like that because that's the stronger win condition.
Yeah, I mean, Zanshin, if he wants, he can also just stall in the mid with Himiko, with Landius and Landius and that
Yeah, it'd be really hard for Ares to actually reach to pull them out of it.
yeah, it's pretty hard. Yeah, like Landius Risosel, you can start to think about take the mid and just to
Yeah.
take the mid, yeah, and then put your units around the tank. Yeah, it's pretty hard to break actually.
You try to be aggressive and then Mariel pops you for it.
Zelda think the Aeronia's box suck because there's no chloride. What can
Oh
chloride do
yeah.
here? There's not even a faction buffer.
Well, can Claret kill Templar Knight Landius? I feel like she could take one life.
Yeah, if you have a gospel on her, probably. It's okay. I know Zelda is gonna use infantry chlorides, so to play the big brain, and then that's an easy kill.
Yeah, just run Griffins. You should be good.
Mhm. All land use that to chloride. Yeah. Yeah, you can see Zanshin's positioning is very careful. And make sure if your SPL when jumps in, there is always no target for you. So everything is just surrounded with land use within a spot. You can destroy that with Iris though. So that could be a play. Like Iris jumps in, SPL and follows up. But we'll see. We'll see. It has to
Yeah.
be. It has to be the perfect timing because Zanshin also have the Mario to fight back. So okay, Crystal Walls comes seriously here. It's trying to take the meat, and then just to stall there.
Is he baiting Ares pull here? Because I was looking at the positioning and I don't think Ares could hit anybody before Rosin moved in.
No, I don't think Ares can reach. One,
He
two,
has
three,
a
four,
breeze.
five. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, she can reach Resourcil one. One,
Yeah.
only one.
That pull would actually put Zanson in the center of the map.
In the center of the map, which is not very ideal. And the land
Yeah.
use still
So
has the guard up. I mean, what you can do is you pull with land use and then you dispel with SPL, and then you can kill. Uh, I think it may be worth trying. I don't know because that's kind of your only way to win, right?
yeah. But now Mariel has breeze, and so she can probably kill Elwyn, right?
Yeah. I mean, she can kill first life. I would target on Elven and then kill the Iris, maybe.
I guess Mariel doesn't have an attack buff, I think, so that could be a problem.
Yeah, it may not kill. It may not kill Iris. I don't think
But
he needs to jump in though. Like why would he?
yeah,
He's taking his time just taking the mid now. Yeah, the Mario can don't need to jump in now. So Himiko is going to.
it's a pretty free action to just punch with Himiko here. But if she gets hit, then she would teleport out of guard range right now. So
Mhm.
actually, I think that's why you need to move Himiko last here. That way, nobody can burn her talent, and then
Yeah,
Landius can move to guard her.
yeah, yeah. I think it's more of a style strategy from Zanshin side. He's he's taking the mid and then Aeronia is just very hard to break it. Slowly taking the mid and Himiko there to annoy.
Yeah, I mean, she could even silence Elwyn there if she wanted to.
Bracer you can't silence though.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is Elvin needs to move though, right? He's dangerous.
10 the
Oh,
clock.
clock.
But yeah, this is the right response. Needed to get some healing off. And this does look like Delet's best chance. She doesn't have an attack buff at the moment, so I don't know if she'd even be able to kill that Landius.
No,
She's
not a
also missing.
chance. Not a chance. Let's see the scale on Himiko though.
Um, needed the healing. Because, but the thing is, Mariel's gonna be able to just kill her anyway.
Well, yeah, Landius is moving up and didn't kill, which is understandable. That's the forest there. And what do you do now? Try to get some.
You can't save Delet's life at this point, because Hilda procced Breeze, or because Mariel procced Breeze. So if you move Hilda to guard Delit, then Mariel just punches Hilda and then guard ignores and then can kill Delit if she wants. And
Yeah, or if you didn't position Hilda well, that can cost your Elven as well.
yeah,
So have
yeah.
to be careful on that.
So Delit should be dead no matter what. If
Yeah, Q-Seth,
Zanson even
he's
wants,
trying to use the literally to build the forest. Yeah, I can understand the forest thing, but I still I don't know if this is good enough. Okay, SPL when comes in, try to dispel the land use there. But if even if you dispel land use, Aris doesn't really it's not really reaching much, right?
then yeah, and that was kind of wrong on where Elwyn moved in. He should always run 4 blocks if he can, which he could.
Yeah, the Aris is not reaching anyone.
If guard got dispelled, he can maybe kill Mariel, but Mariel is probably just going to respond by killing
Yeah, like
something here.
Mario is moving now, and then who else you try to kill?
The positioning on those Oldius tiles are really nice for preventing Ares, especially relative to where Zanson's at.
Yeah.
And this
Oh,
should be a dead Elwyn.
I'm not sure about this move though, because if the guard is down, uh,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure because if the guard is down, then the Mario can be dead. But maybe the guard isn't down. Yeah, it's okay, Q. I mean, the Elven is going to have double life anyway. So Zanshin
Yeah,
maybe
Ellen's
didn't.
dead.
Yeah,
He just gets hit by Himiko and Oldius,
and then it's
and
still
I mean,
dead. Yeah, it's still dead.
th-
So Zanshin
it's
maybe
air.
not planning to kill there. But yeah, it did as Elven actually dispel the guard? Because if he did, then uh the Iris can try to kill the Mario, and then
I don't
activate
think
and then
Zanson
goes back.
even. I don't think Zanson even checked.
Yeah, I didn't see Zanshin checking if he lose the guard.
I think he just doesn't care.
Yeah, Zanshin doesn't care if his Mario is dead or not. Yeah, I
And he
think
has pretty much Ares' only move.
so. It's probably guard is down, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Iris wouldn't jump in. Yeah.
And I feel like he probably should have. Well, no, he doesn't want to pull Zanson closer into the middle. I guess.
Hmm.
I was just thinking, why not pass through Mariel and then
Yeah,
retreat
because
somewhere
now
more
Himiko
favorable?
actually can kill Iris. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it doesn't he would
Don't
have not been able
underestimate
to move back.
Himiko's single target kill potential. It's still a very high attack assassin unit. If you leave your Iris like that, he's dead. I mean, I do think Iris should pass and then move back to the guard range, right? He could have done that.
He can't because of Landius. Q pointed it out.
Oh, yeah. Then use blocks you. Yeah.
Yep. And so Elwyn can take a life on Oldius here, probably. And plus, well, no heal block because Rosin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that no attack buff on that Elwyn. That's the problem. This honestly might kill that Elwyn.
Yeah, Q says he was guessing. You have to have the 3C buff on land use to prevent you from moving back, right?
I don't know, honestly.
I think you have to have the buff up, the 3C skill up to prevent you from
Uh,
moving back. Yeah,
Q says you do.
so I mean if maybe he didn't lose the buff. Yeah, I mean Zanshin didn't care. So we don't know.
Yeah. And Ellen did die to the Himiko AoE there. She does some pretty crazy damage.
Mm. Yeah, that's over.
Yeah, there's no way Hilda and Liana can beat this.
No, no way. Yeah. Yeah, I think the main thing for Aronia is it's just that his P and then didn't work well. Didn't work well. So the first match it was you know Aris plus Himiko hitting into Hilda plus Juggler plus Bernhardt. So and there is only Licorice as the only healer, right? So
Yeah.
and he was fighting against Kruja plus Bernhardt. So it was pretty rough from the pick and ban. There was plenty of braids from Zanshin side. So, Zanshin jumped in probably a little bit earlier because of that. And the lockdown on the areas really, really helped. So that's the first match, and then the second match, Aronia kind of switched to a box into a single target. But single target box isn't that best against a land use tank as well. Uh,
Yeah,
you didn't really have a good way to kill that land use. As you see, the land use isn't down at the end. So the other thing you can do is try to use maybe like positioning from Ares or dispel from SPL to try to snap with someone else. It sort of worked. You kind of like snapped Mario, but I mean you kind of snapped Mario this way, but um, it's just
he
overall it
died.
didn't work well. Like the trade is not worth it. You spend so much effort. You put Elvin in, you put Ares in, and you kill a Mario. So it's not really worth it. And Zelda keeps saying Mincing is not having chlorides. Yeah, I mean, if you really have a consistent way of killing land use, I can see it working with the single target strategy there. So yeah, could be something to consider about this kind of single target box.
Yeah, it just didn't look like there was a great route to take with it. Zanson's
Mm-hmm.
ban pick was just really good,
Mm-hmm.
and he got everything he needed to stall the single target comp,
Yeah,
and it all got staggered out, and from there it was just getting beat down by Himiko.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. Thanks for everyone for coming, and thanks for Kata to cast with me.
Thanks
And
for having me.
yeah, and congratulations on Zanshin to move up. So, okay, we will still have more match coming over the weekend. So see you guys later. Peace.
Bye.